everyone? What's happening, 18? So we are back with a episode by episode review of the newest season of The Walking Dead. Now, this episode was 10 times lighter compared to last week's. This one is called The Well, and this is really revolved around King Ezekiel, Morgan, Carol, and the Kingdom. This one, I thought it was really interesting as far as like the character development that they have shown with Carol, with Morgan, with the mindset of the individuals within the Kingdom. And it is a very peaceful place. Now, Carol has a tendency of, in my opinion, of getting under my skin. Like, it's a love-hate relationship with me when it comes to her. Like, it'll be a period of time where she does everything so great, and I'm just like, cool. But then she has her moments like this episode as far as like putting on this big ass front and putting on a show so that way she can fit in with everybody. And I just feel like sometimes she does too much. She's DTMing way too much, in my opinion. And it's funny about this episode and I was wondering when this is going to happen with King Ezekiel. And the thing about this is, when I've seen him in the episode and knowing how he talks in the comics, it was like it was a shocker for me, because it's like you go from talking as if like you're in the medieval times, come eat these sweet berries and pomegranate and tangerines, and then you go from that to don't bullshit a bullshitter. And I'm just like, all right, finally we get a chance to actually see the real Ezekiel. And it's understandable as far as the way he goes about actually getting the people to kind of buy into the actual community and to him being the leader. And I totally understand that. But I just found it was very funny how he went about doing that. And I think this would be a very interesting dynamic when it comes to the Kingdom, when it comes to Ezekiel, and then also when it comes to the deal that they have with Negan's group. Speaking of Negan's group, they get on my goddamn nerves so bad, because it seems as though, and I guess I can understand how Negan wants everyone to believe that they are Negan if they come across any other individuals, but people are assholes in his group for no particular reason. And I think a lot of you know about, if you watch the episode, the fight between him and the other guy from the Kingdom, and the guy was whipping his ass. And until, Ezekiel told him to stop, and then from that point on, he got a couple free shots. But it was just like the stuff that the dude had done to get it to that point was very unnecessary. The other thing that I'm really wondering about, as far as like in future episodes, as when it comes to what Ezekiel does when it comes to the produce and pigs and having the pigs eat the zombies, pretty much. Like, is that going to play into effect into the individuals that actually are at Negan's compound? And if it does, what type of dynamic is that going to cause? Because I don't think they would show anything like that for no particular reason and then not play some type of factor into the future episodes of this season. So I think that's going to be another interesting take that I'm really wondering how they're going to actually do this. But other than that, overall, I actually enjoyed this episode. I know for myself, when it comes to slower episodes like this, I'm not really too fond of really slow ones, but I found it very interesting to see Ezekiel for one, and to see how they were going to do the development of his character and bring him into the fold of things. Overall, I think the seventh season is starting off with an excellent note, and next week's episode is going to be revolved around Daryl and Negan's compound, and also Dwight and the other chick that was with him. So I think next week will be a little bit more faster paced for sure. I don't know if we're going to get another death. I don't see that happening until about maybe the 4th or 5th episode. But other than that, like I said, I enjoyed this episode a lot. I really like the way they did this one. And this is from the same director that did the premiere episode of this season. So, not surprised whatsoever. But I want to know your guys' take on season 7, episode 2, The Whale. So leave all your comments down below. For all of you that are new, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to be part of your team, then make sure you hit that subscribe button on the screen. And until the next video, guys, I will holler later. Peace.